Hello students and welcome to the second part of thermography. Myself Shankhu Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Shu Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we'll discuss on the second part of thermography. This is the module number 7 of the subject of non-destructive testing and application. This is the 7th semester of automobile engineering students syllabus. In the previous lecture, that is the thermography part 1, we discussed on thermography definition, its working principle, then define the infrared thermography, its characteristics, emissivity, and we'll discuss the types of thermography. Today we'll discuss on the various types of different type of thermography. Then we'll discuss the block diagram of thermography testing, application, its advantage and disadvantages. So students, let's start the today's class. This is that the types of active thermography. In the previous class we discussed the what is active thermography and what is the passive thermography. Now we'll discuss the types of the thermography. There are 4 types, that is pulse thermography, transient thermography, lock-in thermography, and last one is vibro thermography. So this is the 4 types of active thermography. First one is pulse thermography. With the pulse thermography method, a short energy pulse is applied. A short energy pulse applied to the measuring object. Here, high energy flush systems are most commonly used. High energy flush system are the most commonly used here. Typical applications are the inspection of thin walled. The typical applications are inspection of thin walled components or the characterization of thin layers. The main advantage of these techniques are the short inspection time, which is less than 1 second up to a few seconds, and the ability to determine the depth of the defects. Here is the picture where you see this is the test sample with the crack. Here is the thermal wave source. This is the control unit. This is the infrared camera and this is the monitor. The control unit controls the infrared camera and the thermal wave source. The thermal wave source creates the waves on this test sample and then capture the variation by the infrared camera, which is displayed with the help of this PC. So student, this is the structure of the pulse thermography, which is the most its main advantage is it take to short time, which one is less than 1 second to up to a few seconds, and the ability is to determine the depth of the defects. Next is transient thermography. The measuring principle is similar. The measuring principle is similar to that of the pulse thermography. For the transient thermography, measuring principle is similar to that of transient thermography, of pulse thermography. Here, however, here the energy is applied. Here the energy is applied in a rectangular form. Here energy is applied. Energy is applied in a rectangular form over a longer period of time. Over a longer periods of time. This allows the use of low cost excitation sources. It allows the use of low cost excitation sources such as halogen lamp or hot air blowers. Halogen lamp or the hot air blowers. Inspection times are short. Inspection times are short, and the depth of defects can be determined, and the depth of the defects can be determined with the short inspection time. This transient thermography is a particularly suitable inspection method for the composite material. This is valid for the quality assurance. This is valid for the quality assurance during the production as well as for the inspection. Particularly in thin wall components, defect can be revealed. The defects can be revealed that are hard to detect when using classic inspection methods. With transient thermography, the detection of such defects is not a problem. Here is the picture of the transient thermography. So this is the heat source, this is the IR camera, and this is the test specimen with this crack. So after this thermography method, you can find out these defects which is captured by this IR camera and display on this PC. This lock-in thermography. With lock-in thermography, the surface of the test object with lock-in thermography, the surface of the test object will be excited with periodical harmonic modulated energy. The typical excitation sources are, for example, normal halogen lamp or the hot air blowers. The depth range can be set through the modulation frequency of the excitation source in order to obtain the best possible result. The depth range can be set through the depth range can be set through the modulation of frequency of the excitation source in order to obtain the best possible result. Compared with the transient method, measuring times are considerably longer. Compared with this method means lock-in thermography, if we compare with this transient method, it takes considerably longer time than the transient methods. Here is the picture. This is the sample. This is the IR camera. This is the control unit, and this is the thermal oil, and this is the lock-in module. So this is the lock-in thermography methods. Next is vibro thermography. With this method, power ultrasound is used as an energy source. Power ultrasound is used as an energy source which is coupled into the component to be inspected. The ultrasonic energy, the ultrasound energy is transferred into the heat. The ultrasound energy is transformed into heat through rubbing at defect locations where cracks or delaminations are present. Defect therefore act as internal heat source. Defects therefore act as an internal heat source, while undamaged area show almost no temperature increase. This gives a defect selective process. Dark field method. That is only the defects are displayed. With a high contrast in the resulting image, which allows for easy identification of same. Another advantage is the superior depth range of this method. However, the vibrothermography is not a contact-free method. As the ultrasound energy source needs to be coupled to the surface or component to be inspected. Here is the picture of these methods. This is the test sample. This is the vibration source, the control unit. This is the infrared camera, and this is the PC. This vibration source or the ultrasound energy coupled with this test specimen, and it creates some ultrasound energy through the vibration. It creates some heat which is released from this defect zone, and other is no temperature increases. So in this way we can see these defects on the PC with the help of infrared camera as a highly contrast. So this is the vibrothermography. Now come to the difference of passive and active thermography. The passive thermography basically used for the building inspection, moisture evolution, roof, thermal insulation, liquid level in tank, etc. Where the active thermography used for the components or processes. That means aircraft structural components inspection, spot welding inspection, degradation, etc. Passive thermography, which is used for the component in the process, basically for the printed circuit board. Passive thermography, which is used for the component in the processes, only for the printed circuit board, welding and the glass industry. The defect detection, the active thermography defect detection and the characterization. That means the metal corrosion is there or crack detection, coating wear, disbonding and fatigue tests. Both are used in for the medicine purpose. Passive thermography is used for the maintenance, that means bearing, turbine blade, electrical installation, pipelines, etc. Whereas the passive thermography is used for the material properties, public services, that means the forest, fire detection, road traffic monitoring, etc. And active thermography is used for the material properties like thermophysical property, thermal conductivity, and isotropic material characterization. So student, this is the differences of active thermography and the passive thermography. Next is block diagram. Student, next one is the block diagram. The detection system for infrared imaging. The detection system for the infrared imaging can be contact system such as cholesterol liquid crystal, or a contact lens tail system such as thermographic camera. The surface systems tend to be less costly and simple, and it can have higher resolution. Camera systems are more expensive. However, the thermal imaging with the tail camera system was wider engineering application. The block diagram of a non-contact thermography system is shown in this figure. It basically consists of an infrared scanner, monitor, control unit, and a calculator for field application. The output can also be stored. In a modified video thermal recorder. Which can be analyzed later using a personal computer with image processing facilities. The infrared scanner essentially consists of an optical system, scanning mechanism, infrared detector, and associated electronics. The optical system collimates the incoming infrared radiation into the detector. The commonly used material for mirrors and prisms in the optical system are germanium, silicon, sapphire, barium fluoride, and arsenic trisulfide. The scanning mechanism scans the surface within the field of view. It consists of two octagonal prisms rotating perpendicular to each other at the higher speed. So student, this is the block diagram of the infrared or thermography sensor, where this is the infrared scanner, this is a control console, and it gives a black and white or control color monitor. The control console control the personal computer the color printer, and this control console is connected with this video thermal recorder. So this is the block diagram. Next is equipment. The thermal imagers, as I told, are sophisticated device which measure the natural emission of infrared radiation from a heated object and and produce a thermal picture Modern thermal the modern thermal imagers such as the LAN TI 814 are usually very flexible, contain many standard and the optional features. The equipments are optical, image display, digital monitor, temperature measurement, post processing, and image processing software. So then let's start with this. A motorized focus is used to obtain a clear image. A motorized focus is used to obtain a clear image at different distance from the thermal imager. The focus distance is from 380 millimeter. The focus distance is from 380 millimeter or 15 inches to infinity. An electronic zoom function enables 2x and 4x a magnification of the image. So this is the optical. Next one is image display. The real thermal image is displayed in color. The real time thermal image is displayed in color on 102 millimeter or 4-inch LCD screen. The image may be colorized. By any one of the 8 different plates available. The real-time thermal image is also displayed. On the built-in high-resolution color viewfinder. This is image display. Next, digital memory. A built-in non-volatile memory system. Enables the simple capture of a large number of thermal images. The thermal images are stored on a removable compact flash memory card. Removable compact flash memory card. This onboard facility enables stored image. This onboard facility enables stored image recall to the viewfinder, and selective image deletion, detection. Viewfinder and selective image deletion. Several seconds of digital voice clip. Several seconds of digital voice clip may be stored with each image and replayed and re-recorded on board the imager. Second of digital voice clip. Several seconds of digital voice clip may be stored with each image and replayed or re-recorded on the board of the imager. The sound file can be replayed. The sound file can be replayed by the imager or with image processing software. A 256 MB card is capable. A 256 MB card is capable of storing up to 1000 thermal images, and up to an 8-second digital voice clip with each image, and up to 8-second digital voice clip and up to 8-second digital voice clip with each image. The image file size including voice annotation. The image file size including the voice annotation is 256 KB. Transfer to image processing software for further image processing and report generation is via a USB compact flash memory card reader. So this is the digital memory. Next is temperature measurement. Temperature measurement at single point is in the scene is possible. Here is the color code. This is the cold. Blue describe the cold and red describe the hot. This is the white hot. This is the black hot. This is the iron bow and this is the rainbow. This is the color code of the temperature. With the white hot display warmer objects in white and color object is black. Object display warmer object in white and the color object in black. Grayscale plates. The grayscale plates offer simplicity for skins with a wide temperature span. Grayscale plates offer simplicity for skins with a wide temperature span and generated image with realistic details. Second one is black hot. The black hot is the inverted version. The black hot is the just inverted version of the white hot, where displaying warmer objects as black, and cooler objects as white, and cooler objects as white. A favorable among law enforcement and hunters, a favorite a favorite among law enforcement and hunters. Black hot display body. The black hot display body, it is a clear and lifelike image. Next one is, third one is iron bow. Iron bow uses color to show the heat distribution. Iron bow uses the color to show the heat distribution and identify subtle details. Hot objects are shown. The hot objects are shown in lighter. The hot objects are shown in lighter. And the warm color, while colder objects are warm color. And the warm color while colder objects are dark, cool color. Shown in lighter, the warm color and dark for the cool colors. Next is rainbow. The rainbow plate identifies the warm object. The rainbow plates identify the warm objects with a deep and bright white, and marks colder object in shaded of blue and green. In the rainbow plate, warm objects shaded with a deep red and the deep red or the bright white, while the colder objects is shade of blue and the green. This unique color scheme mixes the simplicity of fusion with the low contrast performance of rain. Differing color quickly detect heat sources, while darker shading picks out slightly temperature changes. Next is graded fire. The graded fire combines the lifelike details of white hot with easy to spot highlighted area, ranging from dark red to bright low. Bursts of color help detect, target and capture key details. Next one is the lava. The lava plate identifies the warm objects with light warm color, and cooler objects appear blue. Lava quickly detects body heat and capture details in low contrast environment. So students, these are the color code. This helps the measuring the temperature. Next is hot processing. This facility enables the generation for further temperature analysis in the imager viewfinder on shot images. A single movable point enable spot measurement at any point in the scene, and movable cursor generate a temperature profile traces. Next is image processing software. Frame of interest may be shorted. The frame of interest may be shorted as an image file for record processes. For as an image file or record processes or be subjected to a range of processing functions which is given in below. That is, first one is file handling, save, delete, or directory facility. Second one is image coloring. The image may be colorized using any one of these color plates. Image may be colorized using this any kind type of plates. Next is temperature measurement. A variety of different modes are available. To enable the temperature measurement at any point in the scene. Calculation of maximum, minimum, or mean from within any defined area in the scene, profiles, histogram, and isotherms. Next one is parameter changes. Parameters saved with the stored image may be changed within the software. Parameter which is saved with the stored image may be changed within the software, and this include emissivity and background temperature. Next one is image enhancement, filtering and zoom facilities available. Next is report writer. The image processing system provides a report writing facility also. This may be used to provide a hard copy of record of the thermal image accompanied by an imported photograph and any other information for the reference purposes. So then these are the equipments. Now comes to the application of this thermography method. This is used for the condition monitoring, building envelope inspection, and energy losses in building, thermal mapping, digital infrared thermal imaging in healthcare, archaeological kit, aerial thermography, veterinary thermal images for night vision, UAV surveillance, research, process control purpose, non-destructive testing purpose, surveillance and security, law enforcement and the defense, chemical imaging, and chronology. And now means during this corona period, the most of us showing when we visit any kinds of hospitals, office, or any other places, there is some gun which is take near to your forehead or hand, take and check your temperature. This is also a thermography application. Now comes to the advantages. It is non-contact type technique. A large surface area can be scanned in no time. Presented in visual and digital form. Software backup for image processing and analyzing. It requires very little skill for monitoring. This is the advantage. Now comes to the disadvantage. Cost of instrument is relatively high. Unable to detect the inside temperature. It is unable to detect the inside temperature if the medium is separated by glass or polyethylene material, etc. It is difficult to interpret even with experience. Training and staying proficient is time consuming. These are the disadvantages. So student, this is the second part of the thermography. So here we complete our thermography with this today's class. So from the thermography, we learn from this thermography classes, that is definition of its thermography, next infrared thermography, its characteristics, its working principle, various types of thermography, then understand the emissivity, and then goes for the block diagram of this process, the equipment which is used for this processes, thermal, identify the thermal images, the color code, and finally can understand about their various application, its advantage and disadvantages. So students, on the next class we'll discuss on another topic. So till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you so much.